Alright, what's going on, guys? Basically in this video I'm going to cover how you can use AI assisted market research to craft perfect offers for essentially any type of outbound marketing that you're doing, specifically cold email, things like LinkedIn as well, but outbound GTM marketing. How do you know, if let's say if you sell a lot of services, if you have a bunch of industries that you're looking to target, the main thing that works when it comes to getting appointments, getting clients is, specializing in one industry and, one offer to one type of person, at least for, agencies at the six figure looking to get to the six figure range. Basically, what this video is going to be is how to actually use a platform called Perplexity. It's an AI model to do research to figure out, essentially to stop overthinking what offer to run, but when you can really just get AI to do the bulk of it. So let's say, I sell web design, SEO, digital, Google Ads management, all this stuff, landing pages, funnels, and potential industries I can help. Let's say e-commerce, healthcare, non-profits, etc. Given the above, what is the best offer for cold email traffic towards late 2025 going into 2026? To which industry as well? So basically, if you just bear with me with the typing, what this is going to do, if you can put stuff like this, I hope you guys get where I'm going here, but basically no matter what service you sell, if it's multiple services, no matter what industry you're looking to target, and even if it is one industry, we can actually put this into AI and it's going to give us an offer that we can actually generate. Make the offer outcome driven, unique, specific, and speaking directly to the chosen market. So basically, this is what we can do. And I found this is, you don't want to use AI completely for this, but what you can do is make sure you actually have a ground to then build the rest of your, campaign off. So basically, when you do all this, you just save a lot of time, and it also just gives you perfect, market research. So basically, healthcare, it's saying healthcare is ideal. Healthcare provides value, patent, patient acquisition and retention, specialist private practices, increasing complete online, unique specific offer. Look, it even gives you just offer, patient growth accelerator, what's included, one custom high converting landing page, even what services to sell, You can ask it, why is this the best offer for cold email traffic? Consider, and there's things like saturation. So consider saturation, value proposition, receptiveness to cold emails, etc., etc. This is just one example, but essentially whatever, I mainly want to get the principle behind here, where you can actually put whatever you want into AI and actually get it to do some AI assisted offer creation for you, so that you don't have to overthink about what works best, what's not saturated, what's not. So basically you can see it's not choosing e-commerce here, because e-commerce is obviously one of the most saturated niches, so it's going to go with stuff like healthcare. Basically, look, healthcare organizations have a higher than average reply rate to cold email, so it does just deep research on the internet about this stuff, which is why it's so useful. Digital marketing space is healthcare's competitive, but provides a saturated with generic pitches and crave outcome-driven solutions. Very receptive to offers that focus on business outcomes like more bookings. Clinics prioritize new patient acquisition above all else. So, just a lot of information. And also we can use things like ChatGPT for this. We can use like deep research and stuff. So basically we can go have a bunch of services, appointment setting, funnel creation, content, or let's just say you do appointment setting. Which industry should I target for cold email front end traffic in 2025? There are multiple industries. Which one is best in terms of least saturated, most value proposition, etc. And then we just go here and you just go to more and just web search. And I'd probably put thinking as well. So basically what this stuff is going to allow you to do is, instead of just trying to do everything yourself, because you know the best type of market research is taking sales calls with your niche. But if you're at the stage where you don't know exactly who you want to be selling to, and you know there's multiple options, let's say you sell, you know, AI voice receptionists. A lot of people sell that nowadays. Like, well, who should you sell it to, depending on a whole bunch of factors that you can put into AI to just essentially stop overthinking about it and just get at least some idea, because of, you know, all the market research AI can do with web search and, you know, understanding of markets. And then from there, you just refine it, and then you can just start, you know, outreaching and start, you know, booking appointments for that specific industry. You don't have to like think about, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, it's going to just take some time to do this, but I found this works extremely well, specifically for our clients. It's like when a client comes to me and he's like, oh, I do this, and this, and I sell it to, you know, this industry, this industry, this industry, this industry. It's very hard to just send cold emails to that. So like, also, if you're a lead gen agency that does outbound for people, this is extremely useful, because it's going to help me dial in a certain service to tell them to sell, and then dial in a certain niche so that the marketing is specialized. Because when it comes to outbound marketing, specialization and value proposition, sounding unique and just being different is so important nowadays, especially with like unique mechanisms and unique, you know, offers and all this stuff. But you can't just sell web design to businesses, because that's just never going to work. And look at this. So if you want to do appointment setting, let's say you want to get into that, IT services, cybersecurity, B2B tech, or you can do it for industrial manufacturing, B2B suppliers, B2B professional services. Like, this is just fantastic. Like, you can literally do so much research with AI. It's actually ridiculous at this point, especially with web search. And I'd also recommend Perplexity. Basically, whatever you do, what I do is I make a Google document covering your services, your ICP as a whole, whoever you could target, and then an overview of your offer. And then I put that into Perplexity or ChatGPT and just say, which offer should I sell and who to for the best results for X. Whether you're doing ads, whether you're doing, you know, because it doesn't have to be for email marketing. Like, let's say, what's the best industry to run ads to? Or what's the best industry for this? Specifically for me, because we do organic marketing for people, we'd be looking at, you know, whether to do LinkedIn, whether to do cold email, whether to do, you know, Instagram for some businesses, like, you know, local businesses, SMEs. That would be, you know, the Instagram approach. And then the specific offer for that will depend on, you know, what people are doing on Instagram nowadays. And AI is just very accurate at distilling all this for you, so you don't have to overcomplicate it. Basically, that's it for this video. So Perplexity, ChatGPT, web search, 2 separate things you can use to just do a ton of market research. Not to mention, like, you can get it to then draft copy for you and then just edit it later. That's another video I might get into. Like, that we're getting to the point where AI can even draft emails based on what it's understanding here, and you can just guide it through, you know, all these other things. When it comes to specific cold email strategies, there's a video on my channel, just best cold email strategies in 2025 to book calls. Check that one out, but definitely want to do this before you send emails, before you start outreach, because you want to know who exactly you're targeting, what with, and that it's actually has product market fit, and there's a proof of concept. Now, we can even ask it, like, does selling this to, let's just say, IT services have proof of concept? Then you can see, because certain industries, like, there's not really a proof of concept in what's being sold. Maybe you're the first person who sells a certain thing to a certain type of industry. You can get AI to project whether it's going to be valid or not. It's not always going to be perfect, but, you know, it can help you save a lot of time when you're looking into this stuff. And that's pretty much it for this video. We'll just wait for the reply that it comes in with. And you definitely want to turn on ChatGPT 5.1 thinking, and specifically web search. And then Perplexity automatically does its own web search. So you want to use a combination of both of them, and it's just absolutely unreal, specifically for us, for helping clients come up with the best cold email offers and, you know, industries to target based on saturation, based on all these things. Yeah, so here we go. Like, agencies doing this, and it's just a bunch of information. So whatever you sell, however tech you might think it is, if there's no information online about, you know, whether it's going to work, or if there's you're just confused, you can definitely use this. And that's what this video is technically about. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one, and check out the cold email strategy video for, you know, specific script writing, how to frame offers, how to personalize, how to run all this stuff. So that's on my channel as well. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.